Hi everybody, welcome to Stig's Room. Today we're going to be talking about some political stuff, so if this isn't your deal, then you can wait for another video that's more your style. But if it is, then I'd love to share with you my predictions for what's about to happen in our elections. We're 3 days away from the elections, and I feel like I have an understanding of what's about to actually happen that most people haven't talked about yet. So, we're going to go into that a little bit. So basically, we're 3 days away from the election, and it's obviously going to be a little bit crazy. The way that I see this playing out is pretty simple. First of all, I'm an independent, so I'm not taking anybody's specific side on this, and when we get down to what I actually think is going to happen, then you'll probably understand more about what I'm thinking here. So, basically, I believe that Joe Biden is actually going to win. He might win by a landslide victory. But we've already heard from President Trump that he has no intention of letting that go. That he's going to fight it tooth and nail. That he's going to claim that it's a fake victory and that people cheated. He said there's going to be lots of cheating. Most people that guarantee me there's going to be lots of cheating, it's because they're the ones doing the cheating. And that's how they can guarantee it. But nobody wants to really tell that aspect of it because everybody kind of already knows this. So basically, he's saying that there's going to be a lot of cheating. He's trying to claim it's going to be on Joe Biden's side. It doesn't matter. Because in the end, what's going to happen is he's going to claim that he won no matter what. In that claim, they're going to eventually go to the courts. Now, he stacked his Supreme Court the way that he did, and he made it in a manner that they're not going to do anything about it. And they're going to give the election to him. So he's going to have another 4 more years of this. Whether we like it or not. Whether we voted for him or not. That's most likely what's going to happen. They're going to take it to the courts, and the courts are going to give it to him. In between then and the time that the courts actually give it to him, that's going to be a bunch of chaos. And he's just going to sit there as president because he's already been president, and he's just going to claim that he should stay president because he knows what he's doing. But, yeah. So, basically, he's just going to sit there and continue doing what he's doing right now. Whether he wins or loses. Doesn't matter. They're playing a different game, by the way. They're not playing to win this election because they already have the election. They're not worried about getting people's votes because they already know that the votes pretty much don't matter anymore. When they impeached Donald Trump, what they did was, what his lawyers did was directly attacked our Constitution, basically. They went after everything that allowed us to impeach a president and dismantled it piece by piece. And through this, they made it impossible to actually impeach and remove a president. So he can do whatever he wants. Now, one of his lawyers stood in front of the Senate and made this argument, and this is not word for word, but you can look it up because this is what he said. He said that if the president believes that it is in the best interest of the country that he is reelected, then he can do anything that he feels necessary to become to get reelected again, to become president for more years, because he believes that it's in the best interest of the country. Not whether or not he's been voted, whether or not you believe or I believe, but whether or not he believes that he should be president again. He can do whatever he wants. They made that argument. And everybody thought, oh, well, it kind of doesn't matter because it's a lawyer and he's being impeached. And, well, that wasn't the only argument they made. They made a bunch of other ones that dismantled the Constitution, dismantled any way of dealing with this in the future. So, now we can't impeach him because he can do whatever he wants as long as he believes it's in the best interest of the country. and there's no way to remove him. And if the court upholds the election to him and says that it was tampered with or anything like that, and claims that no, he actually won in whatever way they decide to do that, then we all lose. Our vote ends up not mattering. And that's the key thing here, is that they've eliminated the voter process. That's why he's not concerned about actually going out there and getting votes anymore, because you don't have to get new votes if none of them matter. And that's really unfortunate. I believe this is the beginning of the end of our democracy, because it will end eventually. There's prophecies about it. Many different religions have prophecies about it. But basically, we're at that point in time where the sheep that looks so innocent grows the horns and turns into the dragon. And the rest of the world recognizes that this is exactly the same. That we're in a dictatorship, just like Russia. That when he fakes the ballots and he claims whatever he wants to claim happened, just like Putin does already, that's democracy now. And that's not democracy at all, because that's not our vote. That's not what we stand for as America. And it's really a shame that that's what's happening, but that's the reality of it. Now, most people won't actually see this come to fruition for even another 4 years. So he's going to have probably 4 more years in office. And then when he seeks a third term, which is illegal, we have laws against it because we don't need this happening. But when he seeks a third term and he gets it, and he's continuing doing whatever he wants, maybe then people will see. I mean, the rest of the world will definitely see that he is doing exactly what Putin did, and that it's a dictatorship now. And at that point, they're all going to say, see, you guys are a dictatorship. You're not a democracy anymore. Your votes don't matter. Everything that we said about you all along was true. And unfortunately, at that point, it will be. We have the chance to change this, I believe. I don't know how. Politically, I don't know how. They've pretty much decided this is the direction that we're going to go, and they've just pushed us in that way, and they've now got the Supreme Court and everybody on their side. So, logic and what's best for us is out the window. So, I always say, pray for the best, prepare for the worst, and hopefully everything will go good. I'm praying that this goes down good, and that we don't have the turmoil and the possible civil war that we could have over this. But, we'll see. And like I said, I think that he's going to be in office for another 4 years, and people aren't really going to get mad until he takes the third term, because the first 2 years are probably going to be just litigation in the courts and fighting back and forth, and different people suing different people, and these people claiming that the votes were not counted here and these votes were counted wrong there, and there's going to be this big mass confusion that's all basically a magic show, because what they're doing over here, well, they've got a hidden hand over here that they're using. So, just like a magician, they never show you everything right out front, because they've got one over here that's doing all the trick. So, that's where we're at, I believe. It's going to be interesting. We're in an interesting time. If you believe in prophecy, we're right at that edge. If you've been watching and waiting, then this is a very good time to basically be prepared, because whether it happens in 3 days or 4 years, it's here. Too many prophecies have been fulfilled in my own time. But that's what I think is going to happen. I don't think we're going to have a change in president. I don't think that my vote would matter, honestly. when it comes down to it. So, you know, it is what it is, and I just, yeah, I'm at the point that I'm at. I feel like educating people on the way that I feel is the best way to go, explaining this to people, and hopefully somebody will listen. But if I say it now, then maybe when he's still president in 3 days, people will understand. When there's mass confusion and people are saying, I don't get it, maybe then they will. I don't know. But I hope so. I hope you understood. And please like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions about my views on this, throw them in the comments. I welcome criticism, you know. Y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching Stig's Room.